People keep asking me, Corey, why don't you just tell us the step-by-step number system on how to have a music career. So let's do it today. 7 steps to having a full-time music career. Hello and welcome to Nashville Artist Development University, where we provide artists with education and resources to create a full-time music career and a healthy life around music. My name's Corey Brunson. I've been a full-time musician, performer, and recording artist for the past 20 years. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future releases, and check out NADUniversity.com in the link below. Okay, let's just get right into it. We got 7 steps to go over. Let's bang them out. Step number 1 to creating a full-time music career: stop the RUP cycle. So the first thing to starting your career is to stop. What's the RUP cycle? Let's go over it. WRUPP. This is what most artists, many artists are out there doing right now. This is the road most travel, right? This is not the road that I would recommend most people stay on. Okay, RUP, WRUPP, write, record, upload, perform, and pray. That's the RUP cycle. And that's kind of what, and I'm not saying that in a mean and nasty way, and I'm not putting anybody down. That's what I started out doing because it's all I knew, right? You don't know what you don't know. I didn't know what I didn't know at the time. But most artists, they just know what's in front of them. So I know I'm going to write songs. Okay. I'm going to record. Okay. I'm going to upload them to Spotify. Okay. I'm going to perform live, and then I'm just going to pray or hope something happens. So we call that the RUP cycle. It's just kind of a kitschy way to kind of remember it. And to me, it sounds like a flat tire, right? Just goes over and over and over. RUP, 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 RUP. And after artists spend years doing that, that sound gets louder and louder and louder. So step 1, stop the RUP cycle. It doesn't mean that you don't do those things, but when you just sort of keep your career plans limited to that and you just keep recycling that and not changing or doing something else, you stay stuck, and we don't want you to be stuck. Stop the RUP cycle. Number 2, get your education. And I say this unashamedly because I really believe in what we're doing here. NADUniversity.com, it was created to create really affordable, practical, real-world education for you and any artist that wants to go out and create a full-time music career and a healthy life around music. We talked earlier about step 1, you don't know what you don't know. Well, then you need to find out what you don't know. You need to get an education, but in my opinion, you need to not get an education from just a bunch of theory, a bunch of very expensive classes at a really expensive institution somewhere. You need to get boots on the ground, practical education and information from people that are doing it, that are making good money, having a great life. Overall, nothing's perfect, okay? And nobody knows everything, but you really need to get that boots on the ground, real practical education. That's step 2. Number 3, upgrade your songwriting skills. Now, this is kind of part of getting your education, and it's definitely something that we offer at NADUniversity.com. But I think every artist, regardless of whether they're just a pop star and maybe other people are writing a lot more of your songs, or if you're an original artist that's writing a lot more of your own stuff, you really need to know how to spot a great song or to write a great song, whichever category you're in. So upgrading your songwriting skills, becoming an elite professional songwriter will help anybody in every genre. So upgrade your songwriting skills. Number 4, put together your entire business structure. There's a lot to this. Many artists kind of miss this or kind of struggle with it. Again, that's something else we do offer at NADUniversity.com as a business and revenue pillar. And it shows you how to put together your EIN, your banking, your payroll systems, liability insurance, legal documents, contracts, managing people, hiring people, subcontractors, employees, all this kind of stuff. You have to have a business structure in place to operate a business. And as we've said in other videos, nobody's hiring in this position of singer, songwriter, artist, performer. So you have to create a business and be an artist entrepreneur. To be an artist entrepreneur, you have to build your business. So that's step 4. Step 5, this is the mysterious, nebulous one that's so important, and we talk about it quite a bit at NAD University, but many artists really miss this one, okay? So we're going to hit it again. Number 5, discover your brand. And some artists get very confused when we say that. If you would have said that to me when I started my career, I would have been very confused. Like, what are you talking about? I know who I am. I know I like my songs, right? Well, discovering your brand, and note that we use the word discover. I made the mistake early in my career of deciding what I thought my brand should be, right? Based on the music I liked to listen to. But I hadn't gone through the process of discovering myself as an artist, who I really was, what I had to say, what I was about, what I had to show people and say to audiences that no one had ever really done before or done in that way. That's what's wonderful, is that you get to be your unique self. Your identity is you, and it can be something that's very special, but not if you don't take the time to discover, not decide, but discover your brand. What is your brand? It's experiencing you. What do I experience when I experience you? Your show, your music, your photos, your outfits, your everything, right? Your logos, right? A brand is not just a logo. So, number five, you have to spend time and effort and energy discovering your brand. You need to do that because if you don't, you'll have what we call death by vanilla. And we've talked about that before. What does that mean? It means you're like everybody else. It means you're just following trends, you're replicating other famous artists. You haven't really discovered what's unique about you. Death by vanilla is exactly what it sounds like. It's death. And you're not going to have a great flourishing career if you sound like everybody else or don't really sound like you. That's the good news. Discovering your brand means sounding like and presenting things that are you and who you are and what you have to say. So discover your brand. Number six, this is real practical. Create a fantastic EPK, electronic press kit. Okay. That should also include a nice, I would say maybe a 4-song EP of your music. So your original EPK and your cover EPK. I would recommend both. Okay, so your original EPK is going to have your original music, maybe your original videos, who you are as an artist. Your cover EPK is going to have cover stuff that you can sell to corporate people and high-end weddings and things like that. Having both of those EPKs and having them done really, really well totally empowers you to get out into the market as an original artist and as a money-making corporate and wedding entity to get out there and feed each other. And we'll talk about that in the last point. That EPK should have a marketing promo video, which we talk a lot about at NADUuniversity.com, photos, set lists, branding decks, those kinds of things that people can look at you and say, this is my product and this is what I have to offer, either as an original artist or as a cover artist for festivals, concerts, opening for major acts, being a major act, headliner yourself. You need to have that in place and it needs to look as good as possible. Okay. And we talk a lot about that at NADUuniversity.com. So have a couple of really, really great EPKs. Every minute you spend making those is probably going to be a minute that you're happy you spent. Other things we work on in this industry, sometimes we like, man, I worked my tail off on all this stuff and it never really did anything for me. But those marketing and promo videos, the more excellent you make those, the more success you tend to find. Number seven, we made it to the end. Sell. All right. You stopped the rut cycle. You got your education. You upgraded your songwriting skills. You put together your business structure. You discovered your brand and you created a fantastic EPK for your cover and your original. You're ready. Go sell. Go out into the market, sell your original stuff, sell your cover stuff, get out there and present all of these wares to people, charge what you're worth, and use the ratcheting effect that we've talked about in other videos where the cover money and experience feeds into your originals, which grows your original market, which actually enhances your perceived value in your cover market, which grows and you can charge more and put more money and effort. And it reduces the amount of time you spend playing 150 shows a year at bars. Instead, play 60 shows a year doing corporate. You have more time for your original and grow each of those with the ratcheting effect over time. Sell, sell, sell. And eventually, hopefully, you'll get that original career to be self-sustaining and you'll just be dealing with fans and having lots of success and a healthy life around music. So that is our 7 steps to a music career. I know that's kind of a quick bullet point. There's a lot in all of those. We are here to help you at NADUuniversity.com with resources and pillars and all kinds of education to help you get all the details for that you need. If there's somebody else that you know that might need to hear these 7 steps, hit that share button, see if this is helpful for them, and let's get these 7 steps in place, get you on your way to a full-time music career and a healthy life around music, and let's go down this road less traveled together.